to this week's Adaptive Yoga Live with me, Basma. For today's class, you will need a block or a brick or something you can use for this purpose. Perhaps you've got a book or a box or a jar. Be creative and let me know in the comments what you're using for this class. We're going to start by placing the brick or block in between the knees, ensuring that the feet are planted down either on the ground or perhaps on top of another block or a book. Lifting all of the toes off the support, releasing them down, and then bringing awareness to the sit bones. Can you feel those bones connecting with your seat? From here, lifting up from the heart, the crown of the head reaches to the sky. Find some length in your spine. Soften the eyes and the jaw. And close your eyes if it feels safe to do so. From here, bringing awareness to all of the parts of your body that are making contact with support. The soles of the feet, backs of the thighs, the sit bones, palms of the hand. Allowing your body to take up this support. And then bringing awareness to your breath. With every inhalation, notice your chest lift, creating space at the front of the body. As you exhale, notice your body soften. With every breath, bringing awareness to the inner column, the midline of the body. Noticing as your breath travels up and down this midline. Feel and sense that energy grounding you down and lifting you up to the sky at the same time. And from here, we're going to take hold of the block. So allow your eyes to open. We're going to take hold of the block. Keep that sense of where the block is. We're going to take the block out in front of us. And then we're going to come into a cat spine. So tuck the tailbone under, round the spine towards the chair, as if you were trying to press your spine into the back of the chair. Bring your chin to your chest. And then with an inhalation, we're going to reverse that. So stick your bottom out towards the back of the chair, lift your chest, take the block into one hand and look up. Exhaling, coming into cat spine. Inhaling as we open up, cactus those arms, lift the heart. Exhaling, round. Let's do that one more time, either side, this cat-cow spine. Using the block. Inhale, breathe fully into your throat, into your chest. Exhaling. And then inhale. Connecting with the feet and the sit bones. We're going to slowly bring the block all the way overhead. Fingertips reaching for the sky. The block is just resting in the palms of the hands. And then see if you can do a little bit less work in the shoulders. Rooting down into the sit bones as you lift out of the waist. Starting to feel a sense of length here. Feel yourself growing tall. And then inhaling, let's just come over to the right. Coming back to center, we'll take it the other way. Keep grounding down into the hips. Feeling that lovely sensation in the side of the body. Opening up the sides of the body. Lovely, bringing the block back. We're going to come into a little side bend. So take hold of the block in the right hand. We're going to place it on the lap. Press that block down. So this really helps you to ground down from the hips below. And then we're going to reach up and over with the top hand. Inhaling, exhale. Let's switch sides. So pressing the block down into the tops of the thighs, really connecting with that sense of grounding down. Inhale and exhale the right arm over now. Exhaling down. Let's do that one more time. Switch sides. Inhaling, left arm comes all the way up and over. Ensuring that that left hip is plugging down into your seat as much as you're reaching over with the fingertips. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, lower down. Last time on this side now. Press down, ground down. Exhale. Inhale, lifting right fingertips to the sky. Keep that length as you exhale all the way over. Lovely. Inhaling and exhale as you release. You can do that again one more time, or if you want to deepen that sensation a little bit more, we're going to take the block in the right hand, grounding down through the hips as you exhale. Inhale as you reach the arm up, taking the block in the right hand out to the sides as you exhale over, or perhaps you can bring the block to touch the ground. So you're opening into that left side body a little bit more. Keep breathing here, stay with your breath. Keep rotating the top rib cage up so that it's stacked on top of the bottom rib cage there. Inhaling as you reach both arms up. Switch hands. Exhale, take it the other way. So it might look something like this. You could still be here, of course. Or perhaps bringing the block to touch the ground. Keep grounding down through the hips, lifting out of the waist and breathing into any space that you're creating. Lovely. Exhale here. Inhale, use your core to draw you all the way back up. And then exhale, let's come into a twist. So we're going to take the right hand behind the seat, taking the block in the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Inhale to lift and lengthen the spine, find some length, and then exhale as you turn to look to the right or over the right shoulder. 3 slow, deep breaths with every inhalation, filling up the front, back and side ribs, the front and back of the belly. With every exhalation, contracting back towards the midline, bringing navel to spine at the end of exhalation to completely cleanse and rid the breath. One more. Lovely. Exhaling as you come back to center. Take a pause here. Allowing yourself to feel the imprint of that pose. And then when you're ready, taking the left hand behind you now, the right hand with the block come to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, find some length. Exhale as you turn over to the left, or perhaps looking over the left shoulder. Keeping the hips square to the front. With every inhale, finding some length. With every exhale, notice how the exhalation draws you back towards the midline of your body. One more breath here. Exhaling as you come back to center. So taking the block now in both hands, we're going to inhale, reaching it all the way up. Exhale, bringing it behind you. Bring those elbows to the sky. You can look up here, coming into a little bit of a back bend if you wish. Inhaling and then exhale slowly all the way down. Let's do that 2 more times. Keep that sense of connection in the soles of the feet and in the sit bones as you inhale. And then exhale, opening the front of the body. Inhaling and exhaling down. Last time. Lovely. Starting to mobilize the shoulders. Inhaling, bringing the block up above your head. We're going to take hold of it in the left hand. We're going to come into Utkatasana arms. So it's a little bit of fun here. Do what you can. If the block falls, don't worry about it at all. Just give it a go. See where you are. We're going to take the right hand behind the back, bending the left elbow. See if you can take hold of the block with that right hand. Bringing both arms out to the sides. Let's take it the other way. So a little bit of motor coordination involved there. We're working into the shoulder girdle range of movement here. Do what you've got today. Have fun with it. Let's do one more either side. And well done, good job. Releasing both arms all the way down to the sides. We're going to take the block now, pressing the palms of the hand into the block. Allow your shoulders to soften down away from the ears as you press firmly into the block with your palms. Breathing into the chest here, softening the face and the jaw. And then as you exhale, pivot the block so that your fingertips reach away from your body, and then draw the block in towards your heart. So you may be feeling sensation somewhere else in the body now. I invite you to breathe into wherever you're feeling this. Inhaling as you bring your fingertips to point back up towards the sky, and then exhale. Give this one a go. We're going to draw the fingertips towards our body now. Again, drawing the block a little bit closer. You may feel this in your shoulders or your forearm flexors. So these muscles on the inside of the wrists can be quite strong, shouldn't be painful. I invite you to breathe into that sensation, lean into it. It's a good stretch for those muscles that work so hard for us. And exhale, slowly release. Bringing that block in between the knees, just where we had it when we started class. Allow the hands to come to the sides and rotate the shoulders all the way round. Rotating them the other way. And then give your arms a shake all the way from the shoulders down to the fingertips. Let's see what the neck's up to today. We'll give it a little roll out. So bringing your chin down to your chest, slowly rolling right ear to right shoulder, exhaling chin to chest, inhaling left ear to left shoulder. Let's roll slow. Couple more times either side. Really noticing what's going on in your body today. And finding some acceptance for where you are in your body right now. Exhaling chin to chest, taking your fingertips to your hairline and gently lifting your head all the way back up. Finding your mountain pose, Tadasana. From here, we're going to do a few poses for the lower part of the body. So these are quite strengthening. As always, do what you've got and know that that's good enough. Starting with Utkatasana. In Sanskrit, it translates as fierce pose. You may better know it as a squat. So keeping the block right where it is, bringing awareness to your sit bones, the soles of the feet. Lift those toes, make sure that you're not gripping the toes down. Pressing down into the soles of the feet, especially the four corners of the feet. We're going to inhale, find some length in our spine. Exhaling here. With your next inhalation, we're slowly going to hinge forward from the hips. I'll come side on. Hinging forward from the hips. Bring your chest forwards. The arms can be down by your sides, or you can bring your arms out in front, parallel to each other. And then taking the weight into the soles of the feet. Keep pressing into the block. Perhaps you can lift your hips off the seat. Perhaps you can lift the butt a little higher. Just ensuring that you're not sticking the bottom out. Root the tailbone down so you've got length in the spine here, all the way from the tail of the spine all the way to the crown of the head. Keeping the arms out here, or if you wish, bringing biceps in line with the ears. Broadening across the collarbones. Imagine that you were plugging the upper arms into the shoulder joint. One more breath here. You're going to feel those legs burning. You're going to feel the fierceness, the strength in this pose. And exhale as you slowly and gracefully release. Good job. Coming into our version of Warrior One pose, we're going to face the right side. The right knee is in front, ensuring that the knee is over the ankle and the knees and the toes are facing the same way, or the knee and the toes are facing the same way. So you don't want your knee rolling in or splaying out. Take your time to find your foundation. And we're going to extend that left leg back behind us. You can come onto the back toes. You can come onto the sole of the foot. If you do, ensure that you're rooting down into that little toe side of the foot. Or if you have a bolster or a couple of pillows, you might find it nice to bring that out to the side and rest your shin down on the support there. So take your time to make this shape work for your body. Lovely. So the hips are facing forwards. Imagine you had those two headlights coming out of your hips and they're pointing forwards. Taking the block in both hands, taking an exhalation. And then inhaling as you slowly bring the block all the way up and overhead. Just ensuring that you're not gripping onto anything. So the block is resting easily in the hands. Breathing into any places of openness, of ease you're feeling in your body. Exhale, slowly lower the block. And we're going to come into a version of Warrior 3 pose. So from here, keep your legs where they are, feet grounding down, hinge forward from the hips and reach the block forwards. Lovely, drawing that left hip down in line with the right. Keep growing, keep reaching forwards. And then exhale, bringing the block into the right hand, taking it out in front of you just a touch. This is optional. If you wish, you can come into a version of half moon pose. Keep pressing into the feet and then reach that top arm, fingertips reaching for the sky. Keep pressing into that block in front of you, breathing into this space, the front of your body. Exhaling, looking all the way down, and then slowly come all the way up. Coming back to face the front. We're just going to take the knees in and out. Rolling the knees, working into the hip joints here. Good effort. When you're ready, we're going to do the same on the other side. Take your time. There's no rush. Set up Warrior 1 pose, Virabhadrasana 1. Taking the left foot in front of you now, the knee is bent. Extending that right leg behind you now. The same thing here, you can come onto the toes, onto the sole of the foot, or find some support for your lower leg. It's your yoga, do it your way. From here, let's check in with the hips. Finding those headlights, are they facing the front? Taking the block out in front when you're ready, take an exhale. And then inhale, pressing into the feet as you reach the block up and overhead. Softening the face. Grounding down through the feet as you lift out of the waist. Lifting the heart. Do what you've got. And exhale, slowly reach the block forwards. We're going to hinge forward from the hips now, coming into our Warrior 3 variation. Again, just check in with that right hip. See if you can lower it down just a touch to bring it in line with the left. Finding some length in the back of the neck here. Pressing into the back foot, especially the little toe aspect of the foot. Exhaling as you release the block if you wish. And then inhaling as you reach the right fingertips all the way up. Coming into a version of half moon pose. Feeling that sense of expansion, of openness. Exhaling slowly down. And take your time to inhale. Coming back to center. Good job. Let's take a pause here for a moment. Taking the block back in between the knees. Taking the hands to the sides. Finding your Tadasana. Mountain pose. The head is over the heart over the hips. grounding down into the sit bones as you lift out of the waist. Feeling that sense of inner balance. And then if you're game, we're going to place the brick on top of the head. Coming back into your Tadasana. With every inhalation, see if you can breathe into the crown of the head, as if you're pushing the block towards the sky. And then with every exhalation, breathe into the sit bones. Really feel them grounding down. Following the breath, traveling up and down the midline of the body. For an extra challenge, if you wish, you can raise the left knee coming into one-legged Tadasana, one-legged mountain pose. You can bring the arms out to the sides, all the way up. Keep hugging everything in towards the midline of the body. Exhaling. And then inhaling, bringing the right knee all the way up. Do what you got. Have fun with it. As long as you're breathing, you're doing it right. And then exhaling wherever you are. If the block is still on your head, then take hold of it. You're going to come into a little back bend here. So taking the block behind your seat, bringing your weight forwards. We're going to take the hands behind onto the block, fingertips pointing towards the butt. Widen across the collarbones, looking up. Breathing into your throat, into your heart space. It might feel more comfortable for your body to do it without the block, so play around, see what works for you. 3 slow, deep breaths into the heart space. Exhaling, slowly release. From here, we're going to come into a forward fold. If you have a bolster, you can use this out in front of you to rest your forehead down. Keeping the hands on your knees or releasing them down to the ground. If you have a block or a brick, it may be that you can place the block in front of you and release your forehead, so folding all the way down. Releasing the forehead to the block. Allowing your arms to hang, palms facing upwards. 3 slow, deep breaths here in this forward fold. Lengthening the exhalation. With every inhale, feeling that compression of your belly and your thighs. As you exhale, see where you can release. If this is feeling good for you, you can stay here for another 2 breaths. Bringing our awareness inwards. And wherever you are now, slowly making your way back up to your seat. Ensuring you have some support behind you, maybe a pillow. Perhaps a pillow on top of your lap as well. Let's place the hands, palms facing upwards. Closing the eyes, bringing awareness to the crown of the head, smoothing the forehead, softening the eyes and the jaw, allowing the shoulders to melt down towards the ground, softening the arms all the way down to the fingertips, spreading the palms, becoming aware of the length of your spine, sinking the hips down, feeling the thighs heavy, the shins and calves release, bringing awareness all the way down to the ankles, the soles of the feet, the space between the toes. Now becoming aware of the weight of your body, the shape of your body, the outline of your body. Becoming aware of the space around you, to the front and the back and the sides, above you and below you. Connecting with this space. Feeling yourself as a part of everything that is. I'd like to end today's class with a mantra. Please feel free to use it if it resonates. May I be content and at ease, no matter where life takes me. May I be content and at ease, no matter where life takes me. It's been my honor to serve and guide you in your practice today. Until next time.